Get it.
Oh, that's crazy.
They got him. I ain't gonna lie. I was rooting for the dude when he jumped in the car. It was too late.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Hey, how are you? This is you.
The caption says, "Can she get a car after her Mercedes was repoed?"
With a 507 credit score and only $1,500 down, I wouldn't be able to get you into something. Hey, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer, Auto Cafe.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good.
All right, you looking for a car? Need help? What you got?
So I have a repossession from last year on a Mercedes that basically I had got financed. They said they would work with me, and they didn't. They basically took the car from me.
Okay.
So it kind of messed me up.
What kind of car was it? How much were you paying? How long did you have it?
I had it since October of 2024. It was a Mercedes-Benz GL 350.
Okay. Do you remember how much you bought it for? What your interest rate was? How much your monthly payments were?
Monthly payments were $620. Insurance was like $2 and some change because I was on my mom's insurance.
What was your interest rate on the vehicle?
I don't remember.
They were repossessing it. They were trying to work with you. Can you kind of help me explain?
It's not she don't remember. She never looked at it. She never cared. She don't know what her interest rate was. She couldn't have told you the day she got it what her interest rate was. She doesn't care about those type of things. And you got a Mercedes and then you asking people, can they work with you? Why do you have a Mercedes and you need people to work with you? Why did you get a Mercedes in the first place? You absolutely did not have to get that car if you knew you couldn't afford it. So inquiring minds would like to know. But let's just get back into it, y'all. Before we do, if you could like the video, though, I greatly appreciate it. It only takes a second, and it actually helps out more than you know. And it's literally just a click. It's literally just a click. So it helps more than you know, and it's just a click. So if you could, go ahead and click that like button. And then also if you could hype as well.
My mom's insurance.
What was your interest rate on the vehicle?
I don't remember.
They were repossessing it. They were trying to work with you. Can you kind of help me explain? Was it an income situation? You know, what happened?
So, yeah, it was an income situation. I basically fell back dealing with an ex-boyfriend. And basically, I fell back on my payments. I tried to play catch-up. And they said, okay, we'll make your payment on this day. I made the payment on that day.
Did she say she fell back because of her ex-boyfriend? What does that mean?
I fell back on my payments. I tried to play catch-up. And they said, okay, we'll make your payment on this day. I made the payment on that day, and they still repossessed it.
Okay. You know, typically repossession status happens when, like, the account is delinquent for, like, 3 months, right? So were you able to communicate with them during that 3 months, or this was just something where...
Yes, I did communicate with them. I did try to play catch-up. I guess it just wasn't good enough. Okay. I definitely was delinquent for 3 months. I do blame myself.
So now you need a car. What's your current credit score, and how long ago was the repo?
507. I seen the last time I ran it, and the repo was last year, June.
Okay. How much money do you have down right now for a car?
$1,500, but I'll probably most likely have to come up with more, most likely, if I'm looking at it.
And with the 507 credit score and only $1,500 down, I wouldn't be able to get you into something that is going to be affordable. It's going to be a high interest rate. I mean, even at 507, not a lot of banks are going to buy at that credit score, unless you put like a considerable amount of money down. So, I mean, right now the only answer is either you get a cosigner, which, you know, if you are having some income inconsistencies, you may want to just make sure that is stabilized before you get a cosigner, because if something happens, then you're going to affect the cosigner's credit. Or you just buy like a cheap cash car for like $2,000, which I would recommend.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
No.
Great advice.
But because I want freedom more than I want status. I'm considering stepping back from my luxury car. No porque yo no lo puedo pagar. But because I want freedom more than I want status. Okay, so here's something that I've been thinking about, and it might sound a little backwards. Estoy considerando vender mi carro de lujo and go.
I want freedom more than I want status. 2 questions. For one, why do you want status? What does that even mean? I want status. So that's the first question. Why do you want status? Why is that important to you? And then question number 2 is, why did you think a material object was the path to get status or recognition or whatever it is that you're seeking? Those are my 2 questions.
back to something basic. Not because I can't afford it, but because I've been doing the math and what it actually cost me. Y no es por lo pago mensual, but what it cost me in terms of the life that I'm trying to build overall. The more I put on my plate, the more things, the more expenses, the more maintenance, the less freedom I actually have. Y la meta es financial freedom.
I don't know why she's like doing both. She's doing a translation of English and Spanish. That just is bad, poor video quality. I don't just do separate videos.
Hold on. A guy destroyed his Mercedes-Benz trying to stop a repo? Let's take a look at this.
Yo, you gonna damage the car. Hey, this man don't get no fucks. He just gonna fuck his shit up. They gonna bust the window. Oh.
Yeah, at this point, the emotions are taking over for real.
Wow, what the fuck? Hey, G, it ain't even that serious, dog.
Wow, he's walling.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
This nigga, bro, look at this shit.
That's crazy.
Are you gonna fuck the car up like that?
Brand new Mercedes-Benz.
Wow.
That's crazy. And the problem is that the bank is still want his money, whether the car is damaged or not. This is what happens when financial problems turns into emotional decisions. Tell me what you think. He was crazy or not?
And then what do emotional decisions turn into? Self-sabotage. Sabotaging your own life. That didn't make anything any better. It's only going to make it worse for you. You're damaging property that you no longer own. Probably damage the repo person's property. You haven't been paying your bills. It's already going to go on your record. And now you're damaging the property even further. And you think you're not going to be responsible for that. And so this is just going to be another contributor to the self-sabotage in your life. And all because of, like what this guy said, you being emotional, and ultimately that leading to impulsive behavior that's going to have long-lasting consequences. The caption says, using inheritance money to buy a BMW i8.
So you have $100,000 inheritance and you want to spend it on a BMW i8?
$100,000 inheritance.
Hey Henry, this is Gus with Legacy Motor Cars Austin. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for giving me a call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem. So I got your message. You're interested in a BMW i8?
Heck yeah.
Nice,
Heck
man.
yeah. Everything's nice, man.
Yeah, I love those cars. Any reason why you want the i8 or no?
So tragedy followed by some slight good news. My dad passed away. He wasn't really around, so it kind of... He basically left me something, and that was a huge inheritance, and so might as well reward myself with a little something. So I'm looking at this i8. I gotta get those suicide doors, man.
Gotcha, man. Sorry.
Reward yourself. Reward yourself for what? What did you do? Does he know what a reward is? He's talking about my dad died, so might as well reward myself with a little something. He wasn't really in my life. About to blow through his inheritance on a depreciating asset. In other words, a liability. He is about to blow through his $100,000 inheritance on a liability. Man, you can blow through $100,000 real quick. Really think about this. If he got an inheritance, the beautiful thing about getting things in inheritance a lot of times is that your dad had to save that money with after-tax money, which another word for that, it will be called his net income. So he had to find some way to be able to save after all these taxes then came out of his check. But then the beauty is when he actually can transfer that money to you through an inheritance, a trust fund, you actually get to get that money tax-free. So you didn't just get $100,000 and then they done taxed it from every which way. You get to get the full amount. And now you're about to blow that money on a liability as opposed to putting that money somewhere where it can grow exponentially. It sounds like you're young. And that $100,000 could actually be something incredibly substantial if you allow it to just grow over time and you allow compound interest or just compounding in general to do the heavy lifting over a time period. But instead, you're going to blow it now. Probably won't even be able to afford the maintenance and other associated fees that may come with it.
Huge inheritance, and so might as well reward myself with a little something. So I'm looking at this I8. I gotta get those suicide doors, man.
Gotcha, man. Sorry to hear that about your dad.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah. So what's your budget?
Budget wise, I got some money to put down, but I'm not trying to be stuck in a huge payment because I'm putting so much money down.
Okay. How much are you looking to put down?
Like
Hey, after this video too, I had some other stuff lined up. We'll still get to some of it, but I see another video from this creator. It says he needs this McLaren, but only has 20K to put down. I'm curious. I want to watch that video next. We're gonna mix it up a little bit.
100K.
100K. For clarification, you have 100,000 you want to put down towards the car, or how much you have to work with?
So the inheritance was 100K, but I'm trying to put down maybe like 30 or 40,000 to have some money to still play around with.
So
play around with.
It's not the best. Mid 500s, 550, 560, something like that.
So this dude clearly was already in a either poor financial situation or just poor with finances altogether. I would argue it's probably both. This dude's credit score is a 500, so he just got this lump sum of money. And what do you say? He's going to already put half of it on a down payment. How much is this car? If your down payment alone would be, the dude was asking if you wanted to put 100,000 down. How much is this car? Down? I would expect to be paid off 100,000. And then he's talking about, and then I still want to have a little bit extra money to play with. You finna blow all your money, man. You finna blow this whole inheritance, and you're gonna miss a big opportunity to have really been able to set yourself up and put yourself in a great financial situation for the rest of your life.
It's not the best. Mid 500s, 550, 560, something like that.
Okay. Located.
And
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, so you're right by us. So we're like 10 miles away.
I know you guys are in like Marietta, right?
Actually, we just opened our second store in Austell.
Awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations. You're funding them. Look at how happy this dude is. You can see him. He's like, oh yeah, this dude got $100,000. He don't even understand the value of money. He talking about he trying to play around with money. You see how he anchored it too, right? He said, so you're going to put 100,000 down? He anchored it high. He knew this dude wasn't going to put 100,000 down. He anchored it high to make it then make $40,000 to $50,000 seem lower in comparison. Because that's still substantial. In my mind, I'm thinking the dude going to put down like maybe 10,000. He going to put half of the money down as a down payment. You can't make this up. You should have put it, if you really just wanted to buy an asset so bad, you should have put it down on the house. And then you got to work for the car. At least the house is an appreciating asset and not a liability. But yeah, after this, they're going to be able to buy a third location. That's why this dude's so happy.
You guys are in like Marietta, right?
Actually, we just opened our second store in Austell.
Awesome. Congrats,
yeah, so I'm working at Austell. Thank you. So I'm looking at here. They're like in the mid 70s for a nicer low mile spec. So you probably finance half of it.
Fill out an application with you guys to try to get approved, but just want to make sure those numbers work for me. That's all.
Okay. I mean, out the door, you would roughly be like around 80, 90, depending on which one we go with. Have you ever financed any cars under your name?
I have.
Okay. And what is your income?
I make about $3,000-$4,000 a month.
Oh,
do you have any repos on your credit?
Oh my goodness.
No, nothing like that.
Definitely get this deal done. I'll send you over a credit app and
we
see
can
what
definitely
we can
get this
make
deal
work.
done.
But text me what color you want, any sort of like mile.
This dude only makes, he said 3 or 4. So let's just go with 3. 3 or 4, dude, you make $3,000 a month. Stop it. Is that even after taxes or before taxes? Is your gross $1,500 every biweekly paycheck, and now you have to get this BMW? We're gonna still watch the McLaren one, but we're gonna skip to some other stuff that was already lined up, and we'll see if we can come back. But come on, man. And see, this is why it's not good to get things before you're ready. People just be asking the Most High, just please give me this, give me that. You ain't ready for that. You're like, I want to be rich. I want to be that. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for what comes with that, because you get something before you're ready, and all you're going to do is just be capitalized and exploited by other people who are going to be able to ultimately just trick and deceive you out of your own money. Like this dude. And I'm not saying this dude's a bad guy. He's doing business. I'm just saying you're just going to be fooled out here because I mean, when you think about a business, what is the job of a business? Unless you're the federal government or the Federal Reserve, people can't just make money come out of thin air. You can't print money out of thin air like the government can. So the whole nature of a business ultimately is to convince somebody out of their hard-earned money, one way or the other. You've got to try to persuade somebody to give you their money. And so, because you didn't work for this money, especially, you're an easy lick. You're an easy target for people to swindle you and talk you out of your money because you didn't work for it. So you weren't ready for it because you don't even really know how to steward it properly and how to ultimately leverage it for your longevity moving forward.
I don't think anyone that makes under 100K should own a luxury car. They shouldn't own a Beamer, Benz, Audi. I don't think anyone that makes under 100K.
Come with me to pick up my new car. The day is finally here. I'm so excited. I've been so busy these past couple months, but I finally got this date on the calendar to stick. Now today was just a pickup day because I handled all of my negotiations remotely, signed all of my paperwork ahead of time, and came to pick her up right after she got detailed. That Maybach is gonna be mine one day. I'm claiming it. But shout out to my sales advisor, Eric. He made sure everything was well taken care of, and I put my boy to work on the pics too, okay? And I gotta show y'all the little gift box too. We love a little thank you card. So I got an AMG seat throw and the cutest little duffel bag. I also got an umbrella and the cutest little cup. To know me is to know I love cups. Now for the main attraction. She is beauty, she is grace, she is Miss United States, Miss GOC 300 Coupe. You heard the vocals. But she is sleek, she's cute, she's grown, she is perfect for me. I love her. But yes, Miss Tina Snow has finally made her appearance, and thank you guys for tuning.
Hey man, people making these horrible financial decisions. That car is going to get old. I'm not saying hers is a horrible financial decision. I don't know her situation, but I'm just saying clearly there were better opportunities. So there is going to be an opportunity cost nonetheless. And man, it's nothing better than just knowing that you can be extremely liquid and you can just continue to actually invest into your future, which is ultimately your freedom, and that you're just being a good steward of what you have, which ultimately means that instead of you just buying things for your own vanity, that means that your money is actually working for you, and you've actually turned your money into a worker for you. Imagine having employees that are giving their life just to make you richer. Your money can do that if you invest it. Your money can be like an employee that is continuing to work while you sleep. And you can just continue to accelerate that more and more, especially when you have opportunities like obviously these people have. Because think about it. We saw what the guy was trying to get him to make a down payment. You can probably guess she put a substantial down payment, which is ultimately liquid money that has cleared after taxes from her net income. And, or maybe not. Maybe she has a business and maybe she's doing things. I don't know. But from a general standpoint, you could really get ahead. Especially a lot of these people are young that we're seeing. And so it's like, I get you maybe doing well for yourself, but for one, the well can always dry up. Don't ever expect just because you had a good year or a good year or two, that something can't come in and upset that and shake that up. But also, you're young. So it's not like you've had a lifetime to be able to just save and invest. So it's like, how much could you really have liquid? And so you're interfering with that by making these vain financial decisions just so that you can put up a perception now for either people or just for yourself at the cost of long term. And ultimately, long term stability is going to be long term peace, ultimately. And it's peaceful to know that you're progressing financially and that you're ultimately secure in that way. And then eventually, when you can get to the point to where it's almost just automatic and you see something that you never really thought about, but because you were just consistent and disciplined over time and followed financial principles, you actually see that you're building something extremely substantial that you probably couldn't see from the beginning, but you actually can start to watch it pan out if you just stay the course. And so I want that for people.
The goal has to be to keep you in debt so they can remain in control. Because I went to a dealership to purchase a vehicle. Only thing I needed to do was test drive the vehicle. Told the sales rep that I was purchasing the vehicle in cash. The amount of times they tried to persuade me to run my credit is crazy. The way they kept coming in with different information to provide as to the reason why I should run my credit and finance the vehicle, the way they were willing to give extra incentives and knock down the out the door cost.
Excuse me? I'm usually not the word police. I know when you come online, it's easy to misspeak. People don't even realize that. It's very easy to misspeak. But that was just egregious.
Give extra incentives and knock down the
Incentives. There's a lot of people out here that can't read, what I find out. I might need to do a video about that because I've been watching some stuff when people try to read and they just come up with their own words altogether. She said incentives, and it's not gender specific either. It's not gender specific. It's not gender Atlantic or Pacific either. So, but yeah, that's how people will come up with words instead of really just pronunciating and sounding it out. It's a lot of people who can't read, is what I'm finding out. I didn't know it was this bad.
Out the door cost. If I was to just run my credit and the vehicle, the way they were willing to give extra incentives and knock down the out the door cost. If I was to just run my credit and finance the vehicle, the bank has to be giving them a large kickback for people to finance these vehicles. Because I deliberately stated that I was paying cash multiple times. And it seemed like every time I said I was paying cash, they would come in with another tactic to get me to run my credit to the point that I had to walk out. Because I said what I said. I wanted to pay cash, not finance a vehicle. The goal is to keep you in debt because the bank has to be giving them a large kickback for them to let a sale walk out of the dealership.
How much is the car finance?
About 40K.
For what car?
Lexus.
Why did you get a Lexus that you can't afford?
I mean, I can afford it, but it's just too much.
You can afford it, but it's just so much. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I can afford the payment, but it's just too much, you know.
You can't
You
afford
cannot afford it if it's too much. That's like the opposite definition of too much. You can't afford it. That's why it's too much. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So why did you go get a Lexus, right, that you can't afford?
I mean, when I got it, I didn't think so much about.
What is that Lexus doing for you? That's what I want to know. Why? That's what he's trying to understand. But like, what is that Lexus doing for you? Why did you, as a grown man, need this Lexus so bad? To where he's saying he can't afford it. Obviously, he's paying for it, but you really can't afford it. It doesn't make financial sense, so you can't afford it. There's a lot of better things you could be doing, and it's probably feeling like At this point, you're working just to pay for a car. You've become a slave to a vehicle. You work just to keep up with these payments, and you don't even care about this vehicle no more. These vehicles are like iPhones. You get the new phone, it's so cool. You're putting the little apps on there. It's so fun. It's so whimsical. Make your little background. You're like, I'm gonna do a new background. And then fast forward a week later, 2 weeks later, you just throwing that iPhone around. You don't even care about it no more. These iPhones are like that too. They cost thousands of dollars. And you're like, you done paid these thousands of dollars, and now it's like, I could have just had a few generations of an iPhone earlier than this. I mean, if the 16 is out, at this point, I could have just had the 12. I'd rather have that money back in my pocket.
Right? That you can't afford.
I mean, when I got it, I didn't think so much about it, but now it's like,
How much do you currently make, bro? How much do you make?
Yeah. That's a good
right
question.
now I'm close to 90K, but I'm about to start another job within a week, which I'll be making 94K
a year.
You're gonna have two jobs?
So you start another job that's going to give you only 4K extra a year?
Oh, so you're gonna quit his job and work a new job?
Yes.
How much is the car finance?
Horrible. Let's go back. I want to watch that McLaren video now.
Come on, man. I make good money. Probably make.
The caption says he needs this McLaren, but only has 20K down.
Come on, man. I make good money. Probably make more money than you. I'm 22 in a 2020 Stingray. Like all you can give me is what you're giving me. Yeah. I have 20,000.
Hey, Robert.
Yes.
Imagine the dude selling you the supercars, and then imagine you find out the dude selling you the supercars doesn't have a supercar himself. He's like, "Nah, I'm not a fucking idiot. What you expect? No, I invest my money, and then I get idiots like you to buy these. This is just a business for me. That doesn't mean that that's what I indulge in my personal life. I'm responsible.
Money. Probably make more money than you. I'm 22 in a 2020 Stingray. Like all you can give me is what you're giving me. Yeah. I have 20,000.
Hey, Robert.
Yes.
This is Gus with Legacy Motorcars. I got your email, and I think you want to purchase the McLaren 570, right?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay. Yeah, so I see that you put in a credit app, and I did run a credit. We do have an approval, but I just have a few questions. So you want to trade in your C8 2020 Corvette, right?
Yeah, my 2020 Stingray.
What do you owe on that car?
70K.
70K. All right,
Damn.
give me 1 second. Let me write the numbers here. So our offer on the car was like 45, I believe, is what we're willing to give you for the car.
Dang, he's upside down for real.
So 1 LT, and it does have like higher.
This dude is upside down on his Corvette by a wide margin. He's almost 30 grand upside down. He about to get into another car. He don't want to put much down. He going to get even further upside down on this. They just going to roll that debt into this new car. This is why I call them liabilities. You see what happens? Drive it off the lot. Now you F around, wake up, and you 30 grand behind the 8-ball. This dude got negative equity.
5, I believe, is what we're willing to give you for the car. It is a 2020. It's a 1 LT, and it does have like higher miles. So I mean,
and it's got higher miles.
Yeah, for your trade.
That's all.
Yeah,
because 2020 Stingray.
Yeah, man, but you have 70,000 miles on it.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy for a Corvette. 70,000 miles. That is a lot. Good luck trying to get somebody to come buy that. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to be able to really help you, brother. As far as what you might be looking for. You've been, man, driving that thing every which way to Sunday.
Your trade.
That's all?
Yeah, because I mean,
2020 Stingray.
Yeah, man, but you have 70,000 miles on it.
Nothing nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, sort of, but I mean, it's out of warranty. I believe MMR on the car is 43, but given it's tax season, I kind of want to buy it for a little bit more so we can, get you in this 570. How much do you have down for this car, for the McLaren?
I got 20,000 down.
20,000. So the bank's asking. So the bank's asking for 60,000 down.
Damn.
20,000 covers a bit of your negative equity.
Dang.
But given your income and your limited credit, it's going to be at least 60 down for the McLaren.
Come on, man. 20 should be enough.
Is that something you can work with?
Hell no. You done tripled it.
I got 20.
20. So, because I mean, how much is the monthly payment on the Corvette?
He's talking about I got 20. So he don't even really got much money liquid. And then he's about to blow through this money and get more negative equity. This is insane. All you got is 20 grand in the bank and you trying to buy a McLaren?
With insurance and the car note, around 2,300.
2,300. We need at least 60,000 down, or do you have somebody with a little bit more income that you can use as a cosigner? Maybe like a family member or something.
Grandma will call.
Grandma?
Maybe
Okay.
figure something out.
Okay. But,
But I want that McLaren.
I mean, I'm sure you do, but you got to come up with a little bit more cash as a down payment, or like.
I'll talk to my grandma about cosigning.
Alrighty, sounds good, Robert. Well, if anything changes, man, I'll let you know. I'm gonna try one more bank. I'm gonna try with Ally, but
Closer to my 20, but anything less than 60, I think 60 is pretty up there.
yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, at worst case, you just keep the CA, man. It's a great car. The doors don't go up.
I don't know.
Man, he's playing in your face. He's still negotiating. He just know because you keep telling him how bad you want that car. So he's like, yeah, worst case, you just keep your car. Don't worry. You don't even have to buy this. Because he knows that by acting like you can't have it, that only is going to make you want it even more. By giving a position like, well, you don't got it. It just sounds like you're just not a fit. Sounds like you just aren't going to be able to have it because you already told him, man, I really want it. Stop giving away your motivations to people who are incentivized to swindle you and to capitalize off your expense. He don't need to know none of your motivations. See, you probably could have still got it with the $20,000 down payment if you'd have just been like, well, if you don't want to give it to me, somebody will. So I'll just look around more. Shoot. You should have said that. Well, worst case, I'll just keep my Corvette. It's still a great car. The doors don't go up, but it's a great car. That's what you should have said. But he done beat you to the punch, and now he's about to take full advantage of the situation, and you're going to end up screwed on the deal ultimately.
20, but anything less than 60, I think 60 is pretty up there.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, at worst case, you just keep the CA, man. It's a great car. The doors don't go up.
I don't know, man. I thought 20,000 would be good enough to get a McLaren.
Unfortunately, man.
And trading in a 2020 Stingray sounds pretty good to me.
I mean, it does, but it's not something that can make happen.
Come on, man. I make good money. Probably make more money than you.
I mean, why you only got 20 grand?
I'm not sure. I'm not going to disclose that information to you, but I mean, if you make more money than me, man, then just come up with the extra money. You know what I mean?
I got a party this weekend that I'm throwing, and I need that McLaren.
Do you have the extra 20?
No. You call your bank back, and you figure it out. 20. Take it or leave it.
There you go.
Unfortunately, man, I can't get there, but if anything changes, I'll reach back out.
Come on, man. 2020 Stingray and a $20,000 down payment.
I can't do that. That'll have to roll you over $5,000 negative equity into the McLaren, and the bank's not going to do that. It's not working out for them.
You need to call this bank back, and you need to figure this out.
Dude, this is just getting pathetic at this point. Imagine begging another man to destroy your future. Imagine sitting here begging, pleading to destroy your life like this. You asking for it at this point. You asking for it. I don't even want to begin to try to even imagine what the interest rate on this vehicle is going to be when they're done with you. He ain't asked one question about the interest rate. Clearly, this guy obviously might make some money, but this is what happens with lifestyle creep. He blows it just as fast as he gets it. And he just thinks that it's going to be coming in forever at the same pace and at the same rate that it's coming in now. And so he's never even imagined the fact that everything could stop, regulations, anything could happen that could disrupt his business or however he's making his income. And I feel like he's gonna be in store for some mighty humbling because he doesn't keep anything for himself. He just spends it just as quick as he gets it. So that is the recipe for a disaster and for A humbling situation to come up, in my opinion. Y'all, we're going to leave it there for today. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second and it actually helps out more than you know. And also, if you could hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And basically, when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just press the hype button and it shows the points. And since I'm a smaller creator, a smaller channel, we get more points per hype because hype was designed for smaller channels. So that's why. But if you come across a video and you don't see the hype button, then it's probably been over 7 days, and hype usually vanishes after 7 days. So for that reason, it's usually best practice to just go ahead and hype while the iron is hot on a newer video. And then also, if you want to become a member of the channel, join buttons on the video. And what becoming a member of the DXU family will come with is you would get badges next to your comments. So people would see that you are a member whenever you leave a comment, as well as you would get early access to content, as well as exclusive content as well that's not available for everyone else on YouTube. So again, if you want to become a member, join buttons on the video. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.